Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the barn here in GR06 2006. Had a breeding go a little bit not the way I wanted it to. We ended up with a star level horse right out of the gate. Here we're looking at the horse card, a front running horse with the open circle interval. These are two game horses, Major River and Sedate Ruler. We have one speed-based special ability. I want to say Major River is a late blooming horse, late growth curve, and Sedate Ruler is a sustained growth curve. So I was hoping for a late or sustained growth curve. I was actually going to try to get that Japan G1 sweeper, and just looking at the horse card, that looks like a fast or normal growth curve to me. So the note says normal general. It doesn't say normal dirt. And so looking at other normal generals here that we've had, Crazy Bish, that was a dirt horse. Cloudy Day, that was a dirt horse. So I don't know why it doesn't say normal dirt, but anyway. Yeah, I think that's going to be a fast growth curve, unfortunately for me. So I bred hoping to get a sustained growth curve, and unfortunately we got a fast growth curve. So all my plans for this horse went out the window as soon as I saw that. And I guess the interesting thing about that is that really the pressure's off. You can just have fun if you have a breeding like this that doesn't work out. I mean, is it possible that this horse, after the racing career in the breeding shed, could produce a good horse? Yes, that's totally possible. I don't know how recessive genes, if that is a thing in Gallop Racer 2006, but I suspect that it is. I suspect if we looked at some of the pedigree, we would find maybe in the grandfather or the great-grandfather generation, there was a fast growth curve horse, and that's what we ended up with, unfortunately for me. Other than that, it was 5 stars and 2 stars for future, I think. When I did the breeding, I forgot to hit the record on that part. So I'm under the presumption that this horse is ready to race right now. So we'll start with a filly-only turf race to see where we're at. I mean, again, it is a star-rated horse right now. And so I think that's good. And then after that, depending on what we see in terms of the turf or dirt ability, we will kind of modulate our race selection. So we've got a turf race and a dirt race, fillies both only starting off, and we'll see what mighty miss. Oh my, those are terrible odds. So we can conclude safely that this is not a turf horse, unfortunately for me. So yeah, we're gonna have to restrict to dirt after this. As you can see, the record is held by Cloudy Day here in Dublin, and we're gonna have to go take care of that. Try to beat that record here today if we can. There you can see the field. We've got terrible odds. I don't know what I was really talking about. We're not going to be beating anyone today in this race. We're just going to finish it and see how bad we really are on the turf.
And away they go.
And the answer is not to do any spoilers, but as you can guess by the odds, really bad. You know, not that great. So we are way behind everybody else, but we're in the green, so I don't really want to go any faster. I mean, I do want to move up a little bit, but in the same point, I don't want to overheat. So we're not going to get a revolution. So we've just got to hope that we can get a really good finishing maneuver, I guess. We're moving up. It's looking promising, and then the field shows up. And right as we were about to take the lead, we get absolutely eclipsed. Yeah. Sad. It's bad. We are bad. And we finished 13th. And I don't think that it's gonna get any better on the turf. So that is probably my first and last turf race for this horse. All right, here in the Liquor Stakes in New York, much better odds. We're gonna get our bet in, like we always do. And hopefully get a much better outcome. All right, the track record held by Aphrodite. And we're going through the field there.
The horses are on the track. And they're off.
And here's something funny to me. It's like, I don't think we were fast enough yet to be in the lead. You know, we're supposed to be a front-running horse, but I don't think we're fast enough to be in the lead. So that's interesting.
Watch out! Watch out!
I'm going to bump this other horse here.
2 furlongs to go.
All right, we did initially take the lead. Now we're losing the lead to the 8 horse, and the field comes on, and wow, yikes! Talk about not ready for prime time. All right, why don't we retry that? Pretty shameful that we've got to retry already. Already, our second race, we're doing a retry.
The horses are on the track. And they're off. Oh.
On a terrible start. I mean, you know, that's what everybody expected. All right, so we're trying to work our way up through the field, but on the other hand, we're not having the greatest luck doing that. And I think this horse has a low field stat just based on the really small amount of green area that we see in there, unfortunately for me. And we're still not anywhere near the lead.
2 furlongs to go.
All right, we'll go to the whip at 1.8. We blow by the 3. Can we track down the 8 horse?
Burst of speed.
Yes, we can. We take the lead. And we shall not surrender it. All right, first win
We
on the
have a
dirt
winner.
for Mighty Miss. All right, here's something else that's kind of unusual. We go to the horse card. What you see here is probably about the same amount of information you're going to see for a majority of the time. I don't remember this happening with other fast growth horses, but we did not learn the skills of this horse until very late in the career. The numbers were a mystery. All right, World Junior Cup fillies, rainy track here in Texas. We are going to get our bet in, and I'm going to look something up on the internet really quickly because there's a horse that we had several races that I wanted to see if I could get the name of, because I think it's a certain horse. All right, that is not the horse.
The horses are on the track. And they're off. That was a great start.
All right. Well, we had a fast start. We're trying not to overheat. We're trying to get to the rail. The 10 horse has a huge lead. But he's taking up a lot of ground out there. All right, I think we're good right here. We're going to settle in. And we're still in a good position, still got a clear path to the finish and stuff like that.
Two furlongs to go.
All right, we go to the whip at 1.8. We're going to take the lead. Not by a lot, but by enough. I was hoping my special ability was stretch burst and it would trigger right there, but it didn't. So that makes me wonder what the special ability is. Just like I'm left wondering what all the skills are.
We have a winner.
But eventually we'll find out eventually someday. The game will let us know someday. Hey, we set a track record in the muck. All right, still no information on the horse card. Plum tuckered out, so let's see if we can get some energy back before we sign up for our next race. Looks like it might be next year. We try the Sunrise Stakes, but we just barely into the green, so that's going to be kind of iffy. Especially because I don't know any of the ratings for the horse. It makes me very reluctant to enter G1 races that aren't restricted to fillies without knowing any of the skills, what this horse is good at.
The horses are on the track. And away they go. Watch out.
All right, so the race started and we didn't have a great start. Trying to stay to the outside here because I don't want to get caught up in anything.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Moving our way through the outside to the front of the field. And I think that worked out pretty well. We go to the whip at 1.8 and we take off, and as you can see, we are dominating the field.
Excellent!
On our way to a win. Even with not a lot of energy rebuilt, we easily won that. Maybe due to the track conditions, I don't know. Although it says fast and firm. Yeah. We didn't even, the jockey report was terrible and we dominated in that race. By the way, today's video under 1 hour. You're welcome. All right, we're now at superstar status. That confirms this is a fast growth horse. I still have no idea about any of this horse's skills or abilities other than it's good on dirt. So we're gonna just do filly dirt races. And I know that's ground we've already covered, unfortunately for me and you, but that wasn't what I wanted at the beginning with this breeding, but without knowing what this horse can do, I'm not confident in entering it in a ton of grade 1 races. So we're just gonna do filly dirt races, special category, and see what happens. Here's a look at the Gallup World Series. And we won the best 2-year-old filly in special category. The misspelling of floral for floral turkey just cracks me up. Although it's not the worst. I want to see the worst name in the game later on. It's like Rectal King or something like that. Yeah. Rectal Monarch. I don't remember what it is, but it's terrible. Just like, who thought this was a good idea? All right, we get our bet in here for the LA Oaks. Track record held by Crazy Bish. If I'm remembering correctly, that breeding also may not have turned out like I wanted it to turn out. All right, personal side is our rival horse. Based on the silk colors and arrangement, I think that horse is actually named Serena's Song. She won 17 graded stakes races, including 11 grade 1 races, 3-year career, $3.2 million in earnings. Owned by Bob and Beverly Lewis, trained by D. Wayne Lucas. And that's how I've recognized those silks, because those are the same silks of my favorite horse, Charismatic. So it's a green and yellow silks. You can see to the far left-hand side of the screen, that's the horse. Bob Lewis went to the University of Oregon. Oregon's colors are green and yellow. That's why the silks are those colors. Anyway, so I think that horse is Serena's Song. We're going to face off against Personal Side in a couple other races here during our 3-year-old, 2-year-old years. We are alongside Personal Side. Look at that. So, yeah. Charismatic, I think I've said this before. for my favorite racehorse. I don't have a personal side, you know, Serena's Song isn't a horse I was aware of, so to speak. But anyway, it's all good. We're cruising to victory here in the LA Oaks. Thanks for playing, everybody.
We have a winner! You've reached the horse title race.
Other horses that you might know, owned by Bob and Beverly Lewis. Silver Charm won the 97 Kentucky Derby, 97 Preakness, and the Dubai World Cup. They had 6 Eclipse Award-winning horses. Commendable won the Belmont Stakes in 2000. Orientate won the Breeders' Cup Sprint in 2002. Folklore won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, probably in that same year. Bob Lewis passed away in 2006, and his wife died in 2017. So that stable, to my knowledge, no longer active. So, always seemed like a really nice guy, but, you know, just seen him on TV. Anyway, we're going for a horse title, and I'm blown right by it. It's the Queen of NA. I didn't realize it until it opened up and said, "You're about to win this horse title." I was like, okay, we'll take it, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking around at some races, and again, without the information about the abilities of the horse, I feel very reluctant to go against anyone other than fillies. So we're going to just do filly races and see what happens. See if we can get some horse titles. See if we can ever find out what this horse is capable of doing, you know? I think it's kind of hilarious that you'll have a fast growth horse and you have zero idea what it can do because the game doesn't want to tell you. So, I mean, to me, the skills should be revealed based on the growth curve. Fast growth horse, you learn more of the skills earlier. Normal growth horse, you learn some of the skills earlier. Sustained growth, you don't learn a lot in the beginning. And then late growth curve, you learn almost nothing until later on. Louisville Oaks, obviously that's probably the Kentucky Oaks. Beautiful floral arrangement. These 21-year-old graphics. There is Personal Side again. And what was that horse doing? So we were going to face off against Personal Side. Serena's Song.
And they're off.
And two horses over.
Hey, what are you doing?
You know, on my subreddit, someone offered to find a list or post a list of the real horses in the game. I think I'm going to just search for that myself. I don't know.
They're midway down the
I don't know if
stretch.
we'll ever find it. But we'll look. They're still making posts about this game in 2025, which is wild to me. I think all the information will be out there, easily available. I use online Racing World as a resource from time to time. We take the lead going around the curve in the Louisville Oaks, and then we hit the switch, and off we go. Dominating win. Still can't get that special ability to trigger.
Oh, they've reached their
But it
limit.
doesn't matter. Mighty Miss rolls to victory.
We have a winner.
Uh-oh,
Yes,
it's horse title
horse
graphic.
title earned.
G1 Hunter and Dirt Champ is in our back pocket. We set the track record and we don't get paid. All right, did I find something somewhere? Skip ad. Oh boy, I don't. Going to a third-party website. It's been shut down. 21-year-old information no longer available. Someone had a list. They posted it. Some guy on my subreddit is threatening to post it. I'm like, go ahead. He hasn't posted it yet. All right, the Griffin Stakes. Crazy Bish, the record holder. Maybe we'll beat that record too. 8 furlongs on the dirt. There's Personal Side. I don't know how many of these other... I don't know a lot of the other silks, so it's not going to be easy for me to identify the other horses. I've said in the past, I think the all blue silks are Godolphin out of Dubai. So I think those horses will probably be pretty easy to figure out. When they race in the Derby, you know, they always make a big deal. Oh, it's a Dubai horse, and then they never do anything, you know. Speaking of which, we're right next door to 2 of them right now. I think they do really well in England turf races, though. But only recently, I think they've had a lot of success in North America. In the beginning, I don't think they had a lot at all. And this is anecdotally, I don't know that to be 100% true or not. Let's ask Google.
2 furlongs to go.
All right. Has Godolphin Stables won the Triple Crown? No. They have 3 individual horses that won Triple Crown races. That's it. So, hey, speaking of winning races, we won a race.
Yes,
Another
horse
race.
title
And we got the Dirt Champ horse title. And we didn't set a record. We didn't have a good jockey card, but we won the race nonetheless. The Griffin Stakes. Moving on to the next one, we're at the superstar status. All the track stuff is defined and no skills. Absolutely none. All right, New York Derby, tempting. It's out there. Virgo Stakes. We're going to do that instead. Maybe I'll breed something to this horse and get a boy horse and do all the boy races instead. All right, we're getting our bet in. Let me switch back here. Oh, it says they won a race in 2006, racing under the Darley Stable banner. Well, that doesn't count. Belmont Essential Quality in 2021. Sovereignty, Derby and Belmont, but skipped the Preakness. So, yeah, they haven't had success until very recently. They would make big deals about it. Oh, it's a Dubai horse. And then they would get their bags smoked and everybody would be like, all right, whatever. But it's good to see that they're finally getting success. I mean, I think everybody should have a chance to win once in a while. There's Personal Side again. I think the skills are fading. Her odds keep going down. So I plan to beat her like a rented mule in this one. Not a great start.
And they're off.
You know your filly is good when you can go into boy races and beat the boys.
Hey, what are you doing?
Like when I had that filly win the Triple Crown Tierra, that's a good horse, right? I hate to say it, but girls beating other girls is, in horse racing, that's like, okay. But when a girl goes into a boy race and beats boys, that's a big deal, right? Because genetically, female horses are smaller, not as strong as male horses. Just saying.
They're midway down the back stretch.
All right, we have nosed in front. We're front running for the first time ever, lead leg horse, and we're never in the front. We're not going to get the revolutions of horse, but we are poised for victory. The 5 horse making a run. We're not going to have that. I don't remember if that's personal side or not. And we're going to take this victory real easy. I don't think it was.
We have a winner.
Based on the silks, it didn't look like it was. All right, nope, personal side, finished way down the tote board. We got almost 12K out of it, so I'll take it. All right, we finally learned some abilities after we peaked, and none of them are any good. So this is basically a dead-end breeding, maybe, unfortunately to say. I just don't see a lot there. All right, New York Oaks, we're doing it. What can you say? It happens from time to time. Dead-end breeding. I don't think this horse has the speed because it's a front runner who's hardly ever in front. So that's why I would not breed this horse again. I would not continue this forward, I don't think. Based on what I'm seeing right now. How the horse looks in the breeding shed might be a little different, but speed kills. Speed is the number one determination of victory. Buyer speed figures. They don't mean everything, but they certainly mean a lot. New York Oaks, the track record held by Crazy Bish. Looks like a cloudy day. There's personal side again. And she has the rail, and we do not have the rail. We have the opposite of the rail. And there's probably a couple Dubai horses right there as well.
The horses are on the track. And they're off.
All right. Totally lackluster start. I'm actually going to look something up. I think I might. Well, I don't know. I tried looking up to see what horse that might be, and just a cursory peek at the internet didn't reveal anything.
They're midway down the back stretch.
Oh, we're overheating a little bit. Oh, the green meter's going down. Boy, that 10 is way out in front. I think we've had this happen before where a 10 was way out in front. I gotta reel him in. Alright, we went to the whip at 2.0. We take the lead. See you later. Wow, look at those guys drop back. The 7 got caught behind the 10. You know who else went to the back? Personal side.
Look out,
Good
they're coming
grief.
up from behind.
Making a late run though. I don't know what happened there. It was like she went to last and then all of a sudden came right back to third, maybe?
Reach the horse title
Anyway,
race.
Queen of NA horse titles in the bag. Probably our last horse title. Personal side finished 6th. That's disappointing. But we set the course record and we got paid. I'll take it. We are at that superstar status. I don't know if there's anything else we can do. We got to win the World Cup Distaff. So, to get that horse title. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else we can do. Because the horse's abilities are already on the downturn and we don't even know what most of them are. It's just super frustrating. So we will try to mix in one. I think there's one race we can put in between. I think that distaff is at the end of the year. So maybe the Speaker Stakes. There's the distaff in October. So Speaker Stakes, distaff, and then maybe a couple more dirt races to close out the year. And that'll be it for this horse. And like I said, I doubt that I would use it as a breeding horse just based on what I'm seeing so far. All right, we're going to get our bet in like we almost always do. I know there's maybe one race here where I just was like, whatever, and I didn't bother betting. And now this track record held by Crazy Bish. So we're going to try to wipe that one out as well.
And they're off.
I mean, basically, I guess we're just a slightly better version of Crazy Bish. Who, if I remember, had much better track abilities. Maybe some open circles or double circles for some of the track conditions. All right, wow, we're in the lead again. This is a rare sight. Of course, we're overheating while we're doing it. The thing about having a huge lead like this is that they're always going to come back. You know, you got to make sure you don't lose all your energy out front. All right, coming around the turn. They're coming on, and we're just going to hit the switch and take off.
Amazing burst of speed.
And we finally trigger our special ability, Second Wind. Actually, pretty good choice for a front-running horse. We decimated the field because of that.
We have a winner.
I wish we could have got that to trigger more. Maybe I have to be way in front. I don't know. Anyway, Speaker Stakes in the bag. All right, there we go. Only 2 skills that were red. At one point, speed was probably 90. Staying was probably like 92 when we were peaked out. Courage maybe in like 86 or 87. But this is not a horse that I think has a lot of breeding potential going forward. Just what I'm looking at right now. All right, World Cup Distaff. This is for the horse title. And we are the favorite, which bodes well. We're going to get our bet in here. Another track record held by Crazy Bish. Can we overtake that one as well? I guess we'll see. Uh-oh. My stomach says it's lunchtime.
The horses are on the track. And they're off.
All right, we're off, and like normal, we're not in the lead at all. And we're overheating, trying to get into the lead. And it's terrible. Still overheating. Finally get a calm down. And then we go to blue. Finding the sweet spot is very tough sometimes. On a horse with low feel. Maybe we found it right there. I say maybe. I have no idea.
To go.
All right, we go to the whip. We take off. I don't think we're going to be challenged. All right, there we go. Nice win.
We have a winner. Yes, horse title earned.
Horse title earned. And we got paid. All right, so what do you do now? With a horse with declining skills and abilities that already peaked, already won 3 horse titles, probably can't win anymore. There aren't any other special dirt races. So we go to the regular NA dirt races and see what we can do. And unfortunately, one of them is the Independence Cup. That's Gallup World Series race. Probably not going to do well. But we'll enter it anyway. And then we'll finish with the Tokyo Cup. Yeah, I just don't think this horse was good enough to win that other horse title. That's just my impression. It's not fast enough. I fully expect us to get brutalized in this race. I'm still looking for that list of horses. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to find it. So I got to count on that guy to post it on my subreddit. By the way, if you are interested in the subreddit, it's just r/Gallup Racer. I don't even think the 06 is connected to it. You would think I would know since I'm the sole moderator, but I think I just put Gallup Racer on it. Because, you know, there are other people that play Gallup Racer who don't play
The horses are on the
6. They play other ones. So you play with the one you're most comfortable with, you know.
And they're off. That was
I'm not sure. I think I may own a couple of the other ones, but I've never played them. All right, working our way to the front here. Oh, now we're over here. Yeah, so this is the thing. I mean, this horse is not fast enough to be in the front, but as the front running position. And the amount of times I've been in to trigger second win has been once in the entire racing career because we're never in the front. So that is the key reason why I would not breed this horse going forward. Unless you can inject a lot of speed on the male side of the house to, I don't know, make it live up to what it's supposed to do in its progeny. We go to the whip at 1.8. I think we went to the whip too early. And now everybody's going to pass us.
Show your guts.
Yep. No second wind.
Finish.
Yeah, we end up finishing fourth. All right, we'll do one retry just to see if we can race any better or differently the second time. I'm not going to hold my breath.
The horses are on the track. And they're off. Hey, what are you doing?
All right, now we're in the lead, and it's very, very scary to me. Because I think we're going to get just destroyed by the field when that happens. So I slowed way back down on purpose.
They're midway down the back stretch.
And I'm comfortable where we're at right now. I'd like to speed up a little bit. Which you see me occasionally trying to do. Right there is fine.
They're in the home stretch.
And I had to go to the whip because the Ford took off. So we're third, and we're not closing any ground. And everybody's coming up from behind again. And we're on the whip hard, and we're going to end up finishing fourth. So we're not good enough to win that race. Yeah. All right. I think that's the first race we did not finish in the top three. All right, the last race for Mighty Miss. The Tokyo Cup. And we are the favorite. And look who the second favorite is. It's our mother. We are racing our own mother in the Tokyo Cup. It would be wild. Guess who the exacta is? It's us beating our us beating our mother for the exacta. 21.3 to 1. Can it happen, folks? Can you watch the daughter beat her own mother, win money for doing it, and everyone will be happy at the end of the race? Let's find out. here in the Tokyo Cup. Track record held by Mission Bell, 10 furlongs on the dirt in the snowy confines of somewhere in Tokyo. All right, Major River. You saw quite the fancy silks going on there. White, blue, and gold.
The horses are on the track. And they're off. Oh, it's a late start.
All right, and we're off. We reared up a little bit. Just to let everybody know we're going to beat our own mom in this race. It's a fun way to go out, right? You never thought it would happen, but it did. She is behind us right now. The 4-horse is our mother. She's behind us. We're showing everybody our ass. Although we are not in the lead, of course, because that is something this horse can't do. Only very rarely.
To go.
All right, we've got a pretty good chunk of horse in front of us here. We're going to start speeding up a little bit. That other horse was moving out trying to cut me off, and I just moved around him. We're taking the lead here with 1.8 furlongs left. We go to the whip. We take off. We are going to win the race. Can the 4-horse come on and get us our exacta? Come on, Mom. We're all rooting for you. She did it! A late close by Major River.
We have a winner.
And daughter mother win the exacta here in the Tokyo Cup. There it is right there. Mighty Miss over Major River. 22K. I'll take it. All right, that was pretty fun. What's not fun is looking at the standings of the Gallup World Series. We did not place in any of those standings. We did not get anything at the end of year awards. We were shut out. And so, one last look at the horse card. We are going to retire. I expect nothing. 13 races, 11 wins, all at grade 1. I mean, a very solid career. We made some money, but at the end of the day, this horse was good. It was not great. All right, let's go back to the theme park. We're going to save our game. And override our save here. So that's what we always do. By the way, if you're a member of the Arby's app, you get buy one, get one sandwich this weekend. In theory, you can save $8. One sandwich is $8. Yeah, so you save. You get 2 sandwiches for $8. It's about $4 each. So you might actually, that might actually be a good deal. $4 each, plus tax. All right, here in the breeding shed, there's Mighty Miss, 2,600 points to breed, not shocking. The fast growth curve, open circle for toughness, lead leg, she'll never get there. Second wind special ability, double circle for dirt, sucks on the turf, everything else is just average, 8 to 12 furlongs. I just don't see myself breeding this horse to another horse in the future. Not enough speed. There's a look at the pedigree. All on the mother side is all the speed, pretty much. and the explosiveness and the power and everything. Father's side brought nothing to the table, Sedate Ruler. So it was entertaining, but it was a waste of time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. I will see you next time on Gallop Racer 2006.